Today, on a special edition of the AI Proving Ground podcast, we take you straight to the epicenter of AI innovation, NVIDIA GTC 2025. If last year was about hype, this year is about action. Enterprises are no longer just experimenting with AI, they're racing to implement it. But throughout that race, data complexity, cyber risk, macroeconomic factors, and workforce adoption all stand as obstacles. So how can IT leaders overcome all of that? All roads lead to GTC, where major themes include agentic AI, AI at scale, and the infrastructure revolution that will power it all. This is the AI Proving Ground podcast from Worldwide Technology. Everything AI, all in one place. And today's bonus episode features on-the-ground reporting from two colleagues of mine, Brittany LeBlanc and Mallory Shafran, while at GTC. It's a great resource for you to make sense of the whirlwind of announcements, breakthroughs, and big ideas from NVIDIA GTC, so you can move from experimentation to execution with confidence. Let's get to it. Well, let's start with the defining moment of this year's GTC, of every GTC for that matter, and that is Jensen Huang's keynote. As always, it was packed with major product reveals, industry-shaping insights, and a vision for an AI-driven future that's coming at us fast. This year even featured acute robots on stage. Tim Brooks, WWT's chief AI advisor, had this takeaway.
A fabulous masterclass on inference, tokenomics, and the future of AI, particularly inference workloads, which are so critical and which expand both the requirement for compute capacity and for proper data governance, quality of data. This is where AI is going.
And Justin Van Schaik, a technical solutions architect with WWT.
So starting in with the keynote, we've seen some really incredible innovations coming out. The engineering that it just to build like the most powerful computer in the world, we've built it up. The scale up has happened. But there's also follow-on questions that come out of that.
Inference workloads, the way AI models apply what they've learned to new data, are becoming more central than ever. This isn't just an incremental change. It means enterprises will need larger, more powerful IT infrastructures and smarter data governance to keep up with that growing demand. To meet that demand, NVIDIA introduced its next-generation GPUs, the Rubin chip series. These are designed to push computational power to unprecedented levels, making AI more capable than ever. Tim Brooks saw the announcement as a game changer.
They just announced Rubin, which is like 9,000x more compute capacity than just a few years ago with their then state-of-the-art GPUs.
He also took note of NVIDIA's new CUDA libraries, which will accelerate computational engineering tools by up to 11 times and perform up to 5 times larger calculations.
So one thing that I think was really interesting as well was the discussion of the CUDA libraries, which are vertical industry specific, call them either AI agents or libraries that can be downloaded by customers and used in that ecosystem, so that developers can more quickly iterate and put together real working AI application.
Honestly, if you look at the AI stack, there isn't much NVIDIA hasn't looked behind the covers for and tried to figure out a way to optimize.
That was Anshul Chakravarti, an executive consultant with over a decade of experience in data management and AI. But it's not just about raw power. This kind of exponential growth changes what's possible. Faster AI models, real-time analytics, and the ability to tackle complex problems that once seemed out of reach. Here's Greg Shoney, a Senior Vice President of Strategic Solutions within WWT's global service provider business.
I think what we're finally seeing is that the promise of what we thought was going to be possible a few years ago is beginning to take shape.
But these advancements come with big challenges. The need for greater computational power means companies must rethink their data centers, scaling up energy efficiency, cooling systems, and infrastructure to keep pace. And as AI systems become more autonomous, critical ethical questions emerge, like around data privacy, bias, and decision-making transparency. So as much as GTC 2025 was about groundbreaking technology, it was also about the changing landscape of AI itself. From inference workloads to generative AI to the latest in GPU capabilities, the implications stretch across every industry. And for businesses navigating this rapid evolution, the opportunities and the challenges are only just the beginning. So AI is at the center of nearly every conversation in enterprise IT today. Across industries, organizations are energized by the possibilities, leveraging AI to transform business operations, enhance customer experiences, and optimize infrastructure. But despite this momentum, many are grappling with a familiar challenge: how to move fast with AI while staying secure and ensuring real business impact. At this week's NVIDIA GTC, a recurring theme has been the shift from AI experimentation to large-scale implementation. Leaders are no longer asking if AI can drive business value. They're focused on how to accelerate adoption while managing the risks. Here's Greg Shoney again.
A common theme that I'm seeing that we're excited about at Worldwide is moving from proof of concept, proof of value, small bespoke projects around AI to production.
But moving from AI exploration to execution isn't just about scaling technology. It's about navigating the real-world complexities of infrastructure, security, and operational readiness.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy market. We take a very practical approach to AI. I think one of the big things that we're often looking for is what is the result you're really trying to achieve? What's the use case, whether it's something line of business or something very business-centric or something in internal IT, making sure you're focused on the outcome that you're trying to achieve before you worry about the technology.
That was Jason Campagna, a senior director of WWT's AI practice strategy team, who went on to say the most effective AI strategies don't start with the technology. They start with the problem you're trying to solve. Define your business objective first, then build the data strategy and infrastructure to support it. So, what does all this mean for businesses looking to integrate AI? It starts with a clear strategy, a strong culture of AI adoption, and an investment in continuous learning. Get those right, and AI becomes more than just a technology, it becomes a driver of innovation. We're all old enough to remember the time when AI felt like something out of science fiction, but now it's shaping business strategies in real time. Across industries, companies are shifting their focus from experimenting with AI to making sure it actually delivers results. That shift was front and center at GTC this week, where many business-focused attendees were talking about a major theme: ROI. Here's Anshul Chaturvedi.
I would say the biggest theme this year so far has been trying to see impact from AI, realizing return on investment, seeing productivity, and finding the ways that they can actually get productivity out of the AI investments that a lot of companies have already made in the last year or two.
Whereas last year the conversation around AI was mostly about cost-cutting conversations, this year's GTC referenced AI as a tool for growth, a way to open up new revenue streams and create new business models. Here's Anshul again.
I feel like up until a couple of years ago, there was a lot of focus on bottom line productivity improvements, headcount reduction, FTEs, things of that nature. This year, I feel like a lot of focus has been on customer revenue and frontline use cases that are in front of the customer, really using AI to drive new lines of business and new ways of making money.
And that raises some big questions, like how can AI help businesses do things they never could before? What new products or services can AI make possible? Those questions are playing out across industries right now, and the answers are reshaping the way companies think about AI. Here's Greg Shoney.
And it's amazing how quickly it's happened. Again, I talked a moment ago around using AI to more effectively leverage and run the network, but also compliance use cases for their employees to do their jobs more effectively. So again, moving from out of a POC into production, and really this is the core of the Worldwide value proposition with our AI Proving Ground, is really coming alongside these customers and helping them get out of the gates, delever their financial and operational risk.
A quick note on the AI Proving Ground, as it is our namesake here at this podcast. The AI Proving Ground is a composable lab environment that provides access to the world's leading AI technologies for users to learn about, test, train, and implement AI solutions. The AI Proving Ground is needed because while AI is driving growth, it's not always that straightforward, and businesses need a validated, informed approach to make their AI investments count and to ensure that AI projects are aligned with their business goals. For business leaders, the message is clear. The opportunity is there. The challenge is making it work. While not a major theme during Jensen's keynote, cybersecurity was an integral part of this year's GTC, and for good reason. AI is changing the cyber game, giving organizations powerful new tools for their threat detection, automating responses, and strengthening their defenses. But at the same time, hackers are using AI too, deploying it to make their attacks faster, more targeted, and harder to detect. That puts security teams in a tough spot. While at GTC, we caught up with Jill Cochran, a senior security advisor at WWT in charge of global solution security.
Meeting with customers this week has been really enlightening because they are at this journey in this spectrum of having to figure out how to help their organizations with the AI opportunities that the business wants to present to them.
Right.
And having to defend against AI and the threats that are coming into their organization.
That tension between innovation and security is something every business is grappling with right now. AI can help organizations move faster, automate tasks, and free up security teams to focus on the biggest threats, but it also raises tough questions like how do you make sure AI tools are being used responsibly? Here's Todd Hathaway, Global Head of AI Security and Cyber Innovation.
We've got new autonomous entities accessing our data on our behalf, and how we secure that, how we segment that, and how we isolate it from a privacy standpoint is going to be a huge challenge over the next year.
Part of the answer is automation. By streamlining security operations, companies can respond to threats in real time without overburdening their teams. But automation alone isn't enough, and governance is key. Organizations need clear frameworks to ensure AI is being used ethically and effectively. Here's Jill Cochran again, who put it this way.
Making sure that you're getting automation first set up in place so that you can work toward those true AI capabilities of being able to detect, prevent quicker is really important. And then on the flip side, having a great governance plan is critical in order to ensure that any business that wants, a new AI opportunity can quickly and intelligently decide how they're going to govern that AI capability that's coming out.
Another important aspect, according to Anshul Chaturvedi, our AI and data consultant, is to understand intimately how AI is affecting human workflows.
It's important as you're thinking about AI and using it and agentic workflows in specific to start thinking about what your own human agent workflow looks like, because often companies that are trying to use AI are trying to use AI in conjunction with their human agents. The human agent is trying to use an AI agent eventually to try to make their job easier.
AI is pushing the boundaries of what's possible, but behind every AI breakthrough is an infrastructure challenge. The sheer computational power required for AI workloads is reshaping data centers, straining energy grids, and forcing everybody to rethink power and cooling strategies. Here's Justin Van Schaik, a technical solutions architect with WWT.
There's a lot of curiosity about if it's a 600 kilowatt cabinet, how do you power that?
Right.
How big does your air conditioner have to be to actually cool that? And these are not new questions.
Right.
And this is what conventions like this are all about, is getting in the best and brightest, trying to figure these solutions out.
And those questions about power, cooling, and sustainability aren't just theoretical. AI-driven data centers are consuming more energy than ever, raising concerns about long-time sustainability. But power and cooling aren't the only parts of the data center equation here. There's also the question of networking. And a key debate is playing out over how AI workloads should be connected, InfiniBand or Ethernet. InfiniBand has long been the go-to for high-performance computing, offering low latency and high bandwidth. But Ethernet has been catching up, evolving to meet the needs of AI at a lower cost. Justin Van Schaik believes the momentum is shifting.
So while InfiniBand will always have a niche, it will always have a home, I feel that the larger enterprise consumer market is much better positioned to use, engineer, grow, and deal with an Ethernet network.
Yeah.
Regardless of the complexities that come along with making the load balancing work right, for example. But we've seen Meta do it. We've seen the hyperscalers have done it. We've seen it reduced down to hedge funds and large financials. So the time is right for them to start actually picking technologies and running with them.
Companies like NVIDIA are betting on networking advancements, developing new Ethernet-based solutions and technologies like co-packaged optics to improve that efficiency. So what does all that mean for AI's future? It's clear that as AI accelerates, the infrastructure supporting it has to evolve just as fast. Whether it's power, cooling, or networking, the industry is facing big questions, but also big opportunities to innovate. Okay, NVIDIA GTC isn't just another tech conference, it's the blueprint for where AI is headed next. From Jensen Huang's vision to the latest in cybersecurity, networking, and industry breakthroughs, these insights are shaping the future of enterprise AI. The key takeaway? AI is moving fast, and the time to act is now. If you like this episode of the AI Proving Ground podcast, please consider leaving a review or rating us, and sharing with friends and colleagues is always appreciated. I want to thank Brittany LeBlanc and Mallory Schafrin for their on-the-ground reporting this week at NVIDIA GTC. This episode of the AI Proving Ground podcast was also co-produced by Naz Baker and Stephanie Hammond. Our audio and video engineer is John Knobloch. My name is Brian Felt. We'll see you next time.